Kitchen Couch Podcast. We're feeding the soul one conversation at a time. The Kitchen Couch Podcast. The Kitchen Couch. The Kitchen Couch. We feeding the soul one conversation at a time.
Same thing. Is it gonna flood?
Yep.
So I'm like a couple of blocks down the street from the locker room at Frozen Paradise.
Okay, so you right there.
Love my area.
Yeah.
Place is clean, it's quiet. So I don't have a washer and dryer, but I got a laundry tank to pick my shit up and drop it back. So
Yeah.
so
All things.
it's just as long as your space is just loving and warm and kind. That's all that matters.
And that's what I did when I created this. Like I had all my art is black, all of it. Like everything from Africa, that's South Africa, all of those are West Africa in the living area where we shoot at. So I try to bring something
Beautiful.
because art is people's energy. Like it's the original pieces too. So that's their love, that's their life. All that stuff is in the art. So I'm like bringing it in here. Like I feel like I created like a little just safe haven.
Somebody told me, because I have like 45 original paintings in my apartment, little 2-bedroom. That don't even count the sketches.
Yeah.
So they said I should get my stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually end up grouping off, because I collect from different artists. I'm going to group them off in sections and put their name and, you know, how much they cost and stuff like that. You should definitely have them insured and see about having a space declared as like an art gallery.
Yeah.
So that might save you something on some taxes. Look,
Writing off.
we dreaming and scheming. Shit.
I'm writing off as much as I can.
Yes.
So, well, welcome.
Thank you.
So today we're doing. I'm undecided. Like Miriam told me, her favorite dish was spaghetti,
That is my go-to.
and so we're gonna do spaghetti today. Like I already started this, Miriam, before you got here, just for the sake of time. It don't take long. But it's all plant-based. So I'll use Beyond Meat, or I'll use, what's the other brand? Abbott's. You had Abbott's?
Mm-mm. See, when I do mine, even if I do a meat-based spaghetti, I just up the vegetables. So if I was to do a pot that size, I would take about 6 Roma tomatoes and chop them up kind of decent size. I do a whole thing of shiitake mushrooms.
Yes.
Put some kale in there.
Yep.
You know, a lot of garlic, so I get the texture from the vegetables themselves.
Yep.
Instead of doing because I can do vegan meals, but I love fried chicken. So you know what I'm saying? Like
It's all in moderation.
yeah, I just don't have to eat.
Yeah.
You know.
It's all in moderation. Yeah. Everything. Like I feel like in life, like you do it all in moderation.
Yeah.
And you flow. That's how
Exactly.
you do it in moderation.
I've been trying to I'm working on like trying to perfect a meatless substitute for my dad, because he loves all those things and he just wants something he can just pop in the microwave or in the skillet
and heat it up.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them mushrooms are a great substitute.
Oh man,
Like that, I will say mushrooms in general. Like you can
I love mushrooms.
you can do a great substitute with that.
What's the long thin ones? Is the oyster mushrooms? So I did some of those, some tempura oyster mushrooms, and I had to fight my brothers from eating them from my dad. Like I didn't make that for y'all. I made y'all because I did the salt and pepper chicken, like they do in Mize.
Yep.
So I did the salt and pepper chicken and shrimp for my brothers and my mom and myself, but they wanted the mushrooms. So I ain't buy that much. So, but yeah, I love cooking plant-based.
So do you cook often? Like, is that something you do every week?
I'm getting back to it. I used to host, we were talking about this earlier, I used to host dinner parties once a month. I would invite a couple of friends, a couple of supporters, and it started when I had this little, I had to break up. and I had to move from an apartment I couldn't afford on my own. So I went back to my mama hood in South Park.
Yep.
I was working at CBS as a tech right there on, what is that, Cullen Airport?
Yep.
So I found a little apartment right across the street. I had no furniture. I had a TV stand that was probably $10, an old big box TV. I had a futon and a leather chair that they gave me for $10 at the thrift store next door because it fell off a truck. And it was so I had a housewarming party, and I told everybody to bring chairs and pillows. And it was the kickoff to my dinner party series. And like I said, once a month I did it. We just talked about anything and everything. And I would just cook and make drinks. And
where'd you learn to cook at? Like, was that something you grew up doing?
no, my mom meals, and my dad would help cook too. He would cook, to give her a break, but he worked graveyard shifts, so she didn't want to cooking. And my dad said, Sharia, you need to teach some kids how to cook. She said, nah, they can get out there and get hungry and they'll figure it out. And all of us learned. It's me and 3 brothers. My oldest brother that passed away, he was the big chef in the family.
Okay.
My baby brother was the last to learn, but I just got, how if you go to Cheesecake Factory, they'll have what's in the meal, but not how much. So I started that way.
Okay.
It was horrible at first. Like, I fried some chicken with some powdered sugar one time. Like, I have a lot of misses.
People don't understand how hard it is to cook really good fried chicken.
Yes.
It's
especially
difficult.
if you coat it in powdered sugar.
Yes.
It's going to burn, and you just got to throw it away.
So why'd you do sugar? Did you think it was flour?
Flour.
Okay.
So
an honest mistake.
Not paying attention. But yeah, eventually I learned. I started with like hamburger helper. And once I figured out what went in that, I just started adding my extra stuff to it and just then started building my own hamburger helper from scratch.
Okay.
So.
And so when we talked, you said spaghetti's like your favorite dish. Why spaghetti?
I don't know what it is. I'm a person that does not like leftovers.
Me either.
Can't meal prep.
Me either. Yeah, same.
I have a way to meal prep where it's not me actually prepping a meal that I pop in the microwave.
Yep.
I'll get to that in a second. But spaghetti is just something. Spaghetti and pizza I'll never get tired of.
Pizza is something I have every blue moon. Like I'll want pizza, but I don't crave pizza. Like if I may eat pizza maybe once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that.
Where do you find the best plant-based pizza?
Oh God. I usually make it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the pizza place. You can create your own pizza when you're Mods Pizza. I feel like they have a good one, and then there's a place downtown. There's a place downtown that has. But I like Mod because you can pick your toppings. You can pick and choose what you want on there. So I mean, I guess for me that's the best option for me. But I'm not a big pizza person. You know what I mean? So I'm not even a good judge of like what amazing pizza would be like. Like, where do you go? Like, if you're going to get pizza?
Well, I have like a really bad reaction to cheese. I should not be eating it.
Okay.
But if I have like a real strong craving for it, I'll eat it on a day where I don't have to sing for a couple of days because it makes me really congested.
Yep.
But it's a spot called Birdie's in Midtown. It's just a bar. I'm a fan of bars with really great bar food.
Yep.
And they have some options. They have pizzas with where you can just do like chimichurri, and their homemade chimichurri is delicious. And I did one the other day. It just had like garlic, roasted onions, and rosemary. So there's no cheese on the pizza, but it was really good.
Garlic, rosemary, onion.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the base?
There's like a garlic oil.
Oh, I bet that's good.
Yeah. So when I make pizza at home, I'll do like a garlic oil.
Yeah.
Seasoned garlic oil with like a pesto I'll mix in there, like a jar pesto or whatever. And because I'm not a fan of the red sauce a lot of the times. So yeah, you can do that with some vegan cheese, and like I love mushrooms and olives on my pizza. So, I think that it's always better to just make it home. I do it with tortillas. Like with my parties, I used to do like a homemade make your pizza station.
Yep.
And I have tortillas, and I had a little cheap, CVS have kitchen appliances on sale after the holidays. I had a little pizza maker. And it just took a couple of minutes, so everybody had their toppings. They get to choose them and make their own pizza. So it was good for the people who are vegetarian as well.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your family, like your family, your mom and dad, where do they originate from? Are they Houstonians? Like
My
original?
mom is from Acres Homes, and my dad is from Monroe, Louisiana.
Okay.
He ended up being moved here. He met his best friend named Melvin Dismuke, who was a trumpet legend in the Army. And Melvin said, come down here with Houston. I got some gigs lined up. And shortly after he moved here, he and my mom met at the Red Rooster at her gig. So, they hit it off and,
The Red Rooster.
music history. They have a picture of my mom on the wall at the Red Rooster.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you come from like entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
vocals. Can your dad sing also?
Yeah.
So
My
both
dad-
parents.
Yeah, my dad sings, plays trombone, plays piano. His friends say he could play drums. He never showed us that part, but before you could actually just make, pull tracks from the internet, he would make all his tracks for that gigs and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a house full of music.
Wow. Your brothers, are they musically inclined?
Yes.
Okay.
My baby brother, he sings, he produces. My dad, like I say, makes tracks too. So that's how my little brother learned. He
Okay.
got into it. He also plays drums. He could sing.
Okay.
My brother Noah, he sings, he just doesn't sing.
Got it.
Noah's more of like a choreographer and a dancer. So he did African dance. He still does. He teaches, dance classes and stuff like that. My oldest brother was like I say, the chef and the comedian. So everybody was just kind of into something as far as artistic goes.
Yep.
Me and my mom, we don't have the hand-ear coordination to play an instrument. And we are from the rhythmless nation. So, but we have the strongest voices. So.
Do y'all do stuff together?
We recorded a song together once.
Okay.
I'm looking to do something again. But we started this thing where we do like Christmas carols and record them and put them on Facebook. We started that years ago. And we try to keep it up.
Okay.
It's been pretty fun. It's great for our friends and family.
Yep.
So yeah.
Do you when it comes to like singing, I know we talked about, but we're just on the flow. Like, do you feel like that's what you would put on the planet to do?
I do now.
When did you get to that point?
I never wanted to be a singer. I thought I was gonna be a kindergarten teacher, and I'm still very, very much so invested in children. So what I've been trying my best to do is come up with a children's book. So I've been putting word out there that I want to do one and gathering topics from parents because I don't have kids.
Yep.
Topics from parents that they want me to cover. So that's something I'm quietly working on behind the scenes.
Okay.
But it was a time where my mom had got stricken with cancer, and she's fine.
Yep.
My brother, that's a year older than me, when I say it's a dancer, he is the scholar. He went to Prairie View on an academic scholarship, got a double degree in engineering and physics.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I'm
Smart.
the entertainer, meaning
Yep.
theater kid,
Yep.
Just because I was in the theater didn't mean I wanted to sing, though. I've always done music because it was an elective and that's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
But I was always like choir and
Yep.
show tunes and stuff like that.
Yep.
But when my mom got cancer, I was probably 21, 22. She asked me to go to college like my brother. I said, okay. Didn't know what I was going for, but I went to TSU, and I've been on my own since I was 18, so it was kind of hard keeping focus, being in a room with kids that never left home before. So one day I went to the music building and ran into this guy named Bert Cross. And he said, can I help you? I said, well, I'm looking for the university choir. We talked for a second. And he's like, you have music experience? I said, yeah, I've done like choral music my whole life, and I just need something to kind of keep me focused and keep me in school. So he brought me in his classroom. He asked me that I read music. I said I sight read, but I hadn't done it in years. But if you play the first note, I could figure out the rest of the composition. So he did that. And I ended up getting a partial scholarship right there to be in the vocal jazz ensemble
At TSU.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I met people like Prodigy, you know, Ken and Tay that own Level One Fitness.
Yep.
They were there. People don't really know that they're musicians as well. Tay is one of my favorite bass players, and Ken plays drums.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was just this circle of people that I was introduced to. And I didn't like jazz growing up. I just didn't understand it.
Sure.
You know, I was into, you know, yacht rock. But growing up in an artistic household, we had our own, we were given the freedom to like our own thing.
Yep.
And get into what we want to get into. So I started being around young people who like jazz. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And it was a jazz that I could understand too. I didn't like acid jazz.
Yep.
But with that, I started going to like the open mics that they were hosting. And then I found the spot called Mocha Life that had live music on the weekends, but they hosted poetry shows.
Okay.
So I showed up to the poetry shows, and that's what started my joining the poetry community. Not as a poet, but as a singer and a songwriter. That's why I became a songwriter. So everything stems from me starting at TSU as a early 20s independent woman freshman with no direction.
Yeah.
And a series of unfortunate events. A lot of grief. I had somebody I was dating. Remember I told you I had to move out my apartment because we broke up because of infidelity, and started dating somebody else when I started feeling good. He ended up getting killed a week after we started dating. It was just a long string of heartache and trauma.
Yep.
And that led me to open mics and getting up there because I needed an outlet to stop crying all the time. And once I started, I just kept going.
Yeah.
And, you know, first time I did one, I threw up. Because, you know, like I said, I've always been a behind the scenes type person when it comes to that part of my art. I could tell jokes all day, you know, and do monologues and shit like that. But when it was down to me sharing a piece of myself through music, it's something I was afraid to do.
Yeah.
And, you know, the rest was history.
Yeah. When you talk when you talk about like your like that period of like losses and griefs and all that, how long do you think it took you to move past that?
It was a couple of years, but it was actually a couple of years worth of trauma. Yeah. And my experience at TSU was part of that trauma.
Yeah.
But I'm not a religious person at all, but I'm a very spiritual person.
Okay.
And I kept getting rerouted. Like I was a pharmacy tech for 20 years. And my pharmacists were on me like, you know, you might as well just go to pharmacy school. We'll support you, you know, we'll help you. So I was chasing money. Yeah. And when I went to the initial meet and greet for the pharmacy school, I didn't like what they were talking about. Because, you know, it was all about money this and money that. And that don't make everybody happy.
Yep.
And so I changed my major like 4 times. I was at TSU when they were in transition from one president to the next. Remember Priscilla Slade was there?
Yep.
So it was a time where the school was in chaos. And I'm not talking down on TSU. This was my experience.
For sure.
And I could say that I actually loved TSU, you know, despite what happened to me. Yeah. But I was a casualty of a lack of care from a couple of people.
Sure.
So my last day at TSU, I was looking for a partial refund. This is after me dealing with breakups, losing a place to live, car dying, you know what I'm saying, having to get another car, and just trying to stay sane, and developing anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
And I was, you know, you have to keep 6 credit hours to keep you alone. I was doing 7 credit hours because my music class only counted for 1. And I was looking for a partial refund because I was working full time and going to school. And when I went, they said, well, your refund was sent back to the bank because you were only taking 4 credit hours. So they dropped me from a class that I was in every Tuesday and Thursday.
Wow.
My history class. And then when my teacher tried to contest it, they were like, it's too late because we've been sending a notification, you missed the cutoff. They were sending notifications to an old address that I changed twice. So whoever I put my change of address in didn't care enough to actually do it.
Yeah.
They didn't send me an email. They have a phone number. They didn't call. So, and the person I'm talking to at the last day just had this air of irritation. Like, I got my own problems. So I left TSU in tears.
Wow.
That was my last day there. I'm happy to say that my student loans are paid off.
Which is huge.
Yeah, because I said, y'all motherfuckers gonna have to take this money from my account. I'm not voluntarily giving you shit.
Yeah, I agree.
But like I said, I understand what the reason was for me going there.
Yep.
It was for me to find this new part of myself that was supposed to be unlocked.
Sure.
And I absolutely love my school for that, you know, and I don't blame the school for the actions of a few.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And it took me a long time to get to that point because I had a lot of resentment, but, you know, I wasn't the only one. So, do you season your pasta as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
How
do you season yours?
Yeah, a little olive oil.
Yep.
And I put a little steak rub on mine.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Steak rub has everything you need. Of course,
Yeah,
like
everything.
pepper, garlic,
Yeah.
or everything bagel seasoning.
Okay.
Pretty much the same thing,
Okay, I'm gonna
but
do
just
that.
toasted sesame seeds.
Okay, y'all didn't think about that. That's okay. That's actually a really good idea. Okay, I haven't thought about that. I usually do like garlic, like fresh garlic. I'll do olive oil in there. I'll do salt and pepper. That's kind of it. But I'll put like fresh garlic in it.
That's good. I love fresh garlic.
So I just made like a basic like kale salad.
Okay.
And with this, like I mentioned earlier, like it's Beyond Meat. And there's your basic like kale, tomatoes, you've got bell peppers, onion, garlic, the whole nine in here. Miriam's a big spaghetti person, so
Love it.
we're gonna see what her thoughts are without spaghetti.
Smells outstanding.
And then Miriam bankroll only films because he wants to eat. So
It's okay. Hey, I work for food at Taste Bar. I got me a little bar tab, so I
There you
will
go.
work for chicken and waffles. So
all right, so so this is a part of the segment where the guests, like, we have you taste the food and give your feedback. We're not gonna film you eating the whole time, but
okay.
just you can eat it when you're done. So it's awkward, like when we go sit on the couch to be eating and talking. So we're gonna have you taste to give you feedback, and then be honest about it, like with your feedback. You gotta be. Yes.
I had a Mary J. Blige moment. Remember she was in an interview recently and that thing fell in her boob? That little pom-pom. I try not to freak out because I know it ain't no roach not up in this motherfucker. But
Did it fall?
yeah,
Is it down here?
it's okay. I was like, okay, just
You can just sit down.
don't freak out. Okay, so smell it first, always. That's yummy.
And I never taste the food, by the way. I just make it.
That's when you cook for people you really don't want to eat. Cause you
Yeah.
be smelling the food the whole time.
I'm gonna eat today. I'm hungry, but I just never even taste it. Like,
You know, trying to swallow kale is trying
yeah, kale will
to
get you.
swallow a piece of shoestring.
Yes, kale will get you.
That's really good. Has a little smokiness to it. I think all spaghetti should have just a little hint of sweet
I
to
agree.
it.
Yep.
So that's really good. It's not too salty. And if somebody wanted more salt, I think just like a little squeeze of lemon will be good on top.
Yep.
So you get that sensation, but it's not gonna get your blood pressure. It's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nobody cooks for me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Everybody always asks me, when you cook?
I guess I'm the same. I'm in the same boat.
You know, BK? He went to U of H. He has that page, Prozealous, where he posts all the live music.
Yes.
So he was jealous one day. He said, so when you gonna cook for me?
I do know who you are.
Say, put some money in my account. He sent $200 to me. I
Okay.
did a steak dinner.
Yeah.
I did some tiger shrimp as an appetizer. What else? I did a watermelon salad with balsamic vinegar and
Wow.
basil.
Dang.
I did garlic and herb mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I did a frittata.
You did all that on the same
I
night?
made drinks too, and I forgot what I made for dessert. I think I did like these stuffed donuts. I take biscuits and I'll mix the inside. I'll do like cinnamon sugar, cream cheese, and like chopped up strawberry and just fry them.
So you be cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you cook.
Love to cook.
Yeah, you one of the first guests that I cooks.
Yeah.
Like, most of them, they cook a little bit, but you're the first guest that actually like cooks.
Oh, I love it.
I do too. Do you think we're both Tauruses?
Mm-hmm.
You think that's like part of being like a Taurus? Like I'm like you're what, May 2nd? What, 6th? I'm the 7th.
Oh, we one day apart.
Yeah, and
I think that's a part of a nurturing side of a Taurus.
yes.
So we have a loving side that is
Yep.
kind of unmatched. They keep talking about our stubbornness and all of that, but they never talk about the other side, the loyal, loving side.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why we get screwed over so much.
Yeah.
And when we figure it out, we chop heads and keep it moving, but,
When we love, we love.
Mm-hmm.
We love. Like that's the beauty of it. Like I think, and people that have experienced it, they be trying to circle back.
All the time.
They ain't even take advantage.
I had an ex. He used to,
Bankroll food.
when I finally cut contact, this was before all the social media stuff, he'd look on In the Mix to see where I was performing and show up and be right front stage. Don't say hi, put some money in my tip jar and get on my face. The time is up. Gave you several. Got it go.
But yeah, I mean, Tauruses are. I think we have a lot of creative. Most Tauruses I know are really creative.
Yes. Geminis too, and I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
My mom's a Gemini. And I didn't realize how many musician friends I have that are Gemini.
Yep. You have a lot of musician friends that are Geminis?
Mm-hmm. And like 5 of them I'm really close to have the same birthday.
Wow. I've got a couple of Gemini friends. I don't have a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I have more, which is interesting. Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
You got Scorpios in your life?
I got a lot of Geminis and Virgos.
Virgos. Yes.
Now Aquarius and Capricorns are the men in my family.
That's me. I'm Aquarius.
Mm-hmm. All 3 of my brothers were Aquarius.
My mom was a Capricorn.
Mm-hmm. My dad is. I really don't pay attention too much to that astrology stuff, but I do recognize the energy that's around me that not I seem to attract, but the energy from certain people I seem to want to keep around me. Let me say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And patterns do not lie.
People are their patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's who they are.
Kitchen Couch Podcast.
The Kitchen Couch Podcast. We're feeding the soul one conversation at a time. The Kitchen Couch Podcast. The Kitchen Couch. The Kitchen Couch. We feeding the soul.